Hi Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your February 2021 love reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification button. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading and clear the energy space, once again, a reminder not to engage with anyone in the comment box pretending to be me, offering you a reading. I will not be soliciting you for anything, and this is a scammer. So if they say just email me here and we can get things started, that is not me at all. Okay, with that said and that warning out, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as you enter into this safe and loving space. Now let's let the bowls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. And just to let you know, Sagittarius, this is not going to be a normal love reading. This is one, like we're used to seeing. This is one that's intimately connected with spirit and what we need to call forward, to have that spiritual connection with love and to build love as a basis of our lives. So no matter if you're in a relationship, if you're looking to be in a relationship, if you're perfectly happy being single, this is having that love resonate around you and what needs to be healed, what needs to be overcome to build that love as a strong foundation for your existence. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, and I'm also doing things just a bit differently, just to spice things up a bit, just to change things. Okay, so let's see here. Sagittarius. February 2021, building and strengthening love within your life. For Sagittarius, February 2021. Building and strengthening love within your life. For Sagittarius, for February 2021. Building and strengthening love within your life. For Sagittarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels and spirit guides. And one bonus card, fantastic. Okay, and now let's look at your chakra energy. Sagittarius. February 2021, building and strengthening love within your life. For Sagittarius. February 2021, building and strengthening love within your life. For Sagittarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading, and show me clearly. My goodness. Angels and spirit guides. Angels. Fantastic. So we have here self-mastery, which is the solar plexus chakra. We're going to see how this all correlates to the tarot in just a moment. Then we have visualization, the third eye chakra. And finally, we have rebirth, the earth star chakra located 6 inches below your feet. And we're starting off with the Queen of Wands, so Sagittarius, that is you. You're represented by the Wands in the Minor Arcana, by the Temperance card in the Major Arcana, and then you have Judgment coming in, so that theme of rebirth is such a powerful part of you. Then we have the Two of Wands and the Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and the Ten of Pentacles, wealth that lasts for generations. And then we have the Nine of Wands. It's being tired, it's being overwhelmed, and that's coloring this whole entire reading. It's really kind of like the compounded energy that is around you. You have so many people telling you so many different things. And here's a saying that I've always found very, very helpful. The Buddha said, question everyone, even me. So within your life, within yourself, as you're moving forward, question everything. Say, does this feel right to me? Does this not feel right to me? Is this the way that I want to move forward? Is this not the way that I want to move forward? Question, seek, and discover. And don't stop questioning things. Just because you might meet with opposition or because people might disagree with you, that's fine. It's their path, but this is your path. So you get to ask as many questions as you want. You get to stand in your truth powerfully and assuredly. Because this is a time in our world where we're kind of at a crossroads. We're going one or two ways. So people are moving more towards spiritual awakening and enlightenment. And then also people are moving more towards base desires, me type of things. So here, you're going to see this shift. And if you've stumbled across this channel, if you're listening to this video, you're in the former. You're moving more towards spiritual enlightenment, more towards the power of your inner self, than towards the negativity. You want to raise your energy vibration, not have it lowered. So during this time, you're embracing prosperity that lasts for generations, but know that prosperity comes at divine timing, which I always get so frustrated with. I want things at times yesterday. Actually, a lot of times. I always have to work on my patience. And that's why I would never pray for patience. When I was little, I was like, I don't want to be patient. I just want everything now. But divinity doesn't work that way. Divinity keeps us held back from situations until we're ready for them. We'll find that if we push at things don't usually end up the way that we had envisioned them. But if we let things naturally go and naturally flow, we're usually pleasantly surprised with how things become and how things evolve. So here within your chakra message, you have self-mastery, you have the solar plexus chakra, you have the third eye chakra, and you have the earth star chakra. So here, Spirit said channel. So you're channeling your energy, you're channeling your passion, your power, what it is that you desire. And during this time here, Sagittarius, you are represented by Temperance in the Major Arcana. So having your energy in balance means more for you than it does for others. So to live in balance, to live in harmony, to look at what it is that you spiritually, personally, sexually, emotionally want and need within life, that is so important. That is something that that helps you call forward your power, claiming the aspects of yourself, the multiple aspects of yourself, moves you forward in a powerful truth that once seemed like it would never be obtained. So here with your solar plexus chakra coming forward, it's listening to your gut. It's listening to your instinctual reaction to things. It's looking at your power. It's looking at your understanding. It's going deeper within yourself. Because so often, when we think about love, and when love is depicted in the media, in the world, it's always erotic love. It's always that intense, starry-eyed love. We don't ever talk about that quiet, gentle, steadfast love. And we kind of think that when we enter into that love in our lives, we've missed out on something. Something is just gone and it's irretrievable. But there's a beauty in the calm. And here, within this reading, promoting Kareza is so important to me. So within love readings, I have it linked in the description box below, to embrace Kareza, to embrace the energy of yourself and your soul and your passion and your understanding and your truth, to make love spiritual again, instead of just simply physical. Because if it made everybody so much more happier in life to just have more sex all the time, then that's an easy fix. That's an easy fix to make life so much better, and people would be doing it. But we don't seem to find that. It isn't that you have more sex and things become better. Sometimes things can become more confusing, more messy, more aggravating, more frustrating. And so here, it's calling upon the power of touch, the power of being present, the power of simply connecting with your partner, with yourself, because you don't have to be with a partner to follow the art of Kareza. So the art of Kareza is the art of the caress. And it's quite literally that in Italian. And so here it's calling forward that power. Now you might say, how can I do this if I'm single? Well, you can do it with your emotional self, but it's also very much being present with the way the world feels around you, the caress of the emotional energy that is coming over you within this world. And so when you're entering into self-mastery, when you're entering into the alignment of your spiritual self, with what it is that you desire in this world, with how it is that you want to move forward, you're bringing forward a power, a passion, a being that is usually ignored. So it's going to automatically start raising your energy vibration, having you stand out from the crowd, but also having you stand in yourself. And as you stand in yourself, the visualization here is so important. So when we talk about visualization, I know people roll their eyes and say, oh my gosh, it just doesn't work. I can visualize till, I turn blue in the face. It doesn't change where I am. No, it doesn't. Because just simply wanting something isn't enough to change it. We also have to be active. We have to go after it, because that starts changing our world. With the visualization, it's paving out, or it's refiring the neurons in our brain. So when our neurons fire, they go in one specific way. We think one way, we do one way, and it's that motor skill. It's kind of like how motor memory is so important to us. But if we start focusing on our dreams, if we start focusing on what we desire within our lives, the energy of the person that we want to be with, or the energy that we kind of want our partner to be, in our lives, if we're with somebody, we can start to change things because we're raising our energy vibration. And it's either that person rises or that person walks away. And we have to be prepared for one or two routes. It's either the person changes or they stay the same, and they're not as comfortable with you as they were before when you were a baseline energy person just like them. So as you're raising your energy vibration, be aware of the power that it brings forward. Be aware of the power that's in you. When you're visualizing what you want, you're changing. You really are. You're changing the way your mind fires. You're opening up, aspects of your mind that have been laying dormant. You're opening up aspects of yourself that have been laying dormant. And you're seeing the power come forward. You're seeing your passion come forward. You're seeing your truth come forward. And you're seeing things be changed. You're seeing you be changed. And so visualization is important, not because it's automatically going to change your world and change the way people act, but it's going to change you and the way you act towards things. Also, your mind does not know, and this is the scary thing with the human mind. The mind does not know the difference between imagination and reality. So when you're visualizing something, and I don't know, if you're like me, I used to visualize the bad things because I was like, okay, if I can kind of see the worst that can happen and get over it, that's a good thing. But it also made me very anxious because it made my mind think that the worst things that I could possibly imagine were coming forward. And I've also found that when I'm really afraid of something, divinity makes me live it out. Not in maybe to the extent that I'm afraid of it way, but to a way that it brings what I was afraid of more forward. So here at visualization, be very mindful, okay, of what you're telling yourself. Be very mindful of the world that you are shaping within your mind, within your thoughts, within your soul, within yourself. Because there's a powerful shift that goes on when we visualize. So here, visualizing the love that you want, visualizing the passion that you want, visualizing the sensuality for which you live in, visualizing yourself as this kind of like sensual being that walks within this world. It doesn't mean sexy. You don't have to change the way you dress. You don't have to, add muscle or lose weight or anything like that. It's just simply being confident. Have you ever seen those people and you look at them and you're like, they're not much to look at, but people fawn all over them because they have this presence. They have this power to them. That's what you're embracing here. You're embracing your own worth and seeing that worth within you. It has you be reborn. And this is the Earth Star Chakra. So the Earth Star Chakra is located 6 inches below your feet. I always see this as being the energy that flows through us when we walk. You're being reborn within that energy, within the way that you connect with the earth, the way the earth's power connects with you, the way that you're moving forward, the way that you're holding yourself, the way that you're gracing yourself. Everything is changing. You are changing. And you can be kind of embracing a little bit of a resistance to that change. It's like, no, things are fine just the way they are, because we've gotten comfortable. But here, when you open up the doors and say, there's so much more waiting for me, I call in that power. It changes everything. It does. It has you reborn. It has you embracing the person that you once were, the power that you once had, the passion that you once had, or that you never had before. It's stepping into that love, that light, that brilliance. And it moves you here to the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is you embracing you. I mean, the Queen of Wands is the person who's not afraid to roll up their sleeves, not afraid to get their hands dirty, not afraid to go after what they want, not afraid to have passion be a part of their lives. And that's you. You're sitting there and saying, it's my time. And I am moving forward as this force of passion, this force of, presence, this force of what I desire within my world. And you have judgment come in. You have that rebirth, that resurrection of the self. And we have here the devil, and we have here the angel. So it makes it look like there are two ways that we can be judged, right? But there are always two roads that we can go down in life. The road of chaos, which is kind of a much more natural human road for us, to sit there and say, it doesn't matter what I do, anything I want to do is fine. It's kind of like a very hedonistic way of, or Hellenistic way of approaching life. It's like, just live for pleasure and see what happens. But see how fulfilled you feel. If you've ever walked down that road or thought it was a cool idea, it can lead to a sense of emptiness. Because there comes a point where you've satiated every desire, and yet there's still a void. And then we have the spiritual way of walking forward. We have the sense of living in a spiritual purpose. But if we deny the sensual purpose of life, we can also feel overwhelmed, we can feel ignored, we can feel like I'm doing all this good for the world and nobody cares. Nobody lends me a helping hand, nobody asks me how I am, nobody even seems to see me. So as you're being resurrected, it's not having to move one way or the other. It isn't having to be totally perfect or, not caring. It's finding that middle ground. It is sitting there and saying, there is purpose to me, and there is adventure to me, and there is discovery to me. And Spirit's saying, look at what her knuckles say. It says burn, which I think is very funny. So here, you're letting that passion burn within you, burn forward, lead you forward. And it's leading you to embracing your fire, your passion, your truth, reclaiming a part of yourself that you thought was lost, but also reclaiming the balance within yourself of pleasure and perfection. We sit there and we struggle. We sit there and, things are deemed to be bad or they're deemed to be good or, anywhere in between. And now it's saying, I'm moving forward in my power, in my truth. And also with judgment. Stop judging yourself. Seriously. Stop judging yourself as you're embracing your power, as you're moving forward in your sensuality, as you're, looking at what you want from life. Don't judge yourself and think, well, this is what I have to do to have people like me, or this is what I have to be in order to get to where I want to be. Let yourself discover, because you're going to see the world opens to you as divinity guides you. Okay? So the Seven of Pentacles is saying be patient. And I hate being patient. I don't know about you, but it's like you really do feel sometimes that you can spend your whole life just being patient, waiting for it to be your turn. I remember when I was little, I was a very, very good child. And if you told me to sit down and wait, I would sit down and wait till you called me back up again. And sometimes the teachers would just forget and I'd be, sitting there at my desk. But so it always made me feel forgotten. So here, with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like, what, am I going to be forgotten again? Am I just going to sit there being quiet, being good, and not having what I want come forward? With the Two of Wands, you're going to see that the world starts opening up to you. Okay? Because divine timing is coming for you. It isn't going to be how you envisioned it. It's going to be how divinity envisioned it. So as you're connecting with your sensuality, as you're living in the power of your being, your soul, your body, yourself, there's a way that the world is opening to you that it felt like it was barred before. You didn't feel like you could walk this road or that you could have this bounty come forward. You thought that, you're too old, or you've had too many failed relationships, or, you mess things up too often, your temper's too bad, or the addictions always take over and you never get to have the connection. Everything gets ruined. And it's like the monsters come in. And what you're going to see here is that as you step back and as you become aware of yourself, aware of your body, aware of what your body needs, aware of what your body is saying to you, okay? This could be this can help in anything from breaking bad habits, addictions, bad tempers, everything like that, to just even redefining your life, starting to live in a much more healthy, much more caring, kind of you-centric way, but not in the petulant way that people live, but in that I'm important, I get to heal, I get to take care of myself, I get to be. And it's having that patience as divinity opens up the door. It's having that presence within yourself and saying, how does my body feel? Do I know my potential? Do I know the power of me? Because the fact of the matter is, divinity does. Divinity knows your potential, knows the power. Step back, be in your moment, open up the world. Open up your world and have yourself come into alignment. Because the passion is coming forward. The beauty is coming forward. The desire is coming forward. And it's time to step away from that which causes chaos, doubt, fear, that which, those around you might say, this is the only way you can be happy, or this is the only truth. And you're going to sit there and say, no, there's so much more. There's so much more. This isn't a time of simply settling, of simply, saying, well, I made my bed, I have to lie in it. This is a time of looking for more when it comes to life, when it comes to opening up the doors, when it comes to being reborn. Because the Queen of Swords, okay, the Queen of Swords is the warrior queen. You can sit there and say the Queen of Wands is, wands can be a weapon. Yeah, but wands can also be a torch. They could be a walking stick. They could be a lot of different things. A sword is simply a weapon. It could be ceremonial, yes, but it symbolizes a weapon. And so here, as you stand in your truth, as you cut away the doubts and the fears, as you say, this is who I am, this is what I want from my life, this is how I'm moving forward, this is where I want to be, you start changing the game. Because have you ever found in relationships, especially if you are a giving person, especially if you are a spiritual person who's trying to find their footing, the other person can tend to take over. They can tend to sit there and say, well, this is just how we're doing it. This is the way that you'll be happy, and this is what we want to do, and I'm monopolizing everything. It's all about my wants and my needs and not yours. And this is where you're saying enough is enough. I'm being present within my mind. I'm being present within myself, within my passion, within my understanding, and I'm opening up my world. It brings you to the 10 of Pentacles. It brings you to prosperity that lasts for generations. Why? Because you're seeing you, and you're saying that you matter. It isn't being mean, and it isn't being manipulative, and it isn't being angry. It's just saying, but this is me, and this is what I want from a relationship. This is what I want from my life. This is my passion, my power. That moves me forward. This is my prosperity. The 10 of Pentacles starts to open up that door, starts to open up the power that is you, starts to guide you forward. Because like this older man looking at this young couple, it's like you can see the possibilities. And that's what divinity does when he looks at us or she looks at us. You can see the possibilities that are there within love. But the two people, I think that's where we kind of get confused. It's like two people become one. No, two people become two people. They stay two people. But they build each other up. They make each other better because they have that support system. And you can have that support system between you and your angels, between you and divinity. It's knowing here that there is greater for you, that there is power for you, and it's claiming it. It's stepping into it, and not saying I'm being selfish, and not saying I'm being wrong. Simply saying I'm being me, and it's time that I embrace the power and the brilliance that is me. Has you stepping into your love, into your sensuality, into your sexuality, so much more, instead of being ruled by what everybody else says that love and sex and happiness has to be. This is a new road. This is a new truth. This frees you because it doesn't have to be like everybody else. If the common way of doing things, if the everyday way of doing things made people so happy, you would see happiness every turn of the way. It doesn't. It's time to redefine the road. It's time to acknowledge what you have been through, the power of your soul, the passion of yourself, and open up that door to your truth and say, everybody has their opinions. I respect them. I respectfully listen, but I will walk my way. I will embrace my truth. I will listen to my soul and stand in my sensual being. Your subconscious chakra message is dreams. This is the third eye chakra, all right? You are opening up to your dreams through visualization, through, talking to your spirit guides as you go to sleep, saying, please guide my dreams, bring me my wisdom, help me to understand. You're going to find that in moments when you're not thinking, when your mind is just being, you're going to have the greatest insights come forward. Listen, you'll be surprised what develops. It leads you to your subconscious tarot message, which is the star, the highest form of your perfection. It's what you most greatly wish for. But the star is not getting what you wish for. It's getting what divinity knows your soul is longing for. Be open to the changes that come your way. Be open to the passion, the power, the brilliance, the new insights. Keep your heart opened. Keep being guided by your soul's truth, and you will be surprised at what develops. This is also Aquarius energy. All right, Sagittarius, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of your positive energy as you step into the role of the monarch of your existence, of the queen, of the person who can be behind the scenes, but is astoundingly powerful. As you listen to your body, as you pay attention to the patience that is being called within you to move forward and to gain the world like you've never seen it before, to have doors open to you that you never thought you could walk through, and have passion become such an integral part of your life that it becomes part of your aura, part of your radiance. All right, Sagittarius, take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Sagittarius.